If you're anything like me, you won't want to do anything the 10-minute way if a 1-minute way exists. And when it comes to adding learning leader access permissions to the planner grid, there's the careful manual way and the rapid import. As with all pages, when you're adding permissions, you should see this permissions button at the top of the page. In other videos, we've shown you the manual way. Specifically, we've shown you that clicking the permissions box here will give teachers edit or read-only access to the page, and then clicking the filter permissions box will allow you to determine what they can see and edit once they're inside the page. If you'd like another look at these videos, just simply visit the notes section at the top of this permissions page, or the notes section at the top of any of the Planner Wizard pages. Okay, back into the permissions page here. And now I'm going to show you the rapid import method. If we have a look at Maria Anderson here, we can see that she has access to the page, and she also has a filter applied to allow her to only see records that are tagged as faculty equals ENG. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over this admin menu here, and I'm going to go to two pages, Access Matrix Staff Admin and Access Matrix Sub-Item Admin. Staff Admin is basically this permissions column here, who can see and edit the page. Sub-Item Admin is basically what can they see when they're in the page. And remember, we're going to use MWA, Maria Anderson, as our test case here. So if I go to Access Matrix Staff Admin here, you can see that Maria Anderson has been given access to Planner Grid classes. She's been given edit access, and there are sub-permissions. Don't worry too much about this sub-permissions box. It actually gets automatically ticked when you import data into the sub-item admin page. Okay, so let's say we have 5 more teachers who we would like to give access to this Planner Grid classes page here. To do this, just like any other screen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to export the page to CSV. I'm going to delete all rows apart from MWA. That's going to be my kind of guide row, if you like. I'll make these a little bit wider. And let's say there are 5 teachers in total, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's say the teacher codes are SBC, WBR, GBR, KDB, and LCB. Now I'm just going to press Control S. Yes, I want it to be saved as a CSV still. I can leave it open. Simply Alt Tab back to my admin page, press the 3 dots, press Import, find my file, press Import, OK, and a few more OKs and dones, and you can see that these records have been added to the table. It's that simple. Now these teachers have access to the page, but they can pretty much see and do everything at the moment. So it's important that we are going to give them restricted access via Access Matrix Sub-Item Admin. Once again, we're going to use Maria Anderson as our guide here. I'm going to export this table. I'm going to delete all rows except for the MWA row. I'm going to make 5 records. Once again, I'm going to type in the same teacher codes as before. And you can't add filters to teachers who don't have access to the page. So you must do Access Matrix Staff Admin first. And let's say the faculties that these teachers can see and edit are Pass for Pastoral, Com for Commerce, Art for Art, Sci for Science, and Dra for Drama. I'm going to press Control S, save it as a CSV, and I'll go back and import that shortly. Just a note on permission type. I could have shown you a couple of other examples, but it's probably a good idea that if you want to filter on year level, or if you want to filter on campus or something like that, I would suggest manually making 1 record first, then exporting this page here, just so that you can see exactly how these fields are formatted before bulk importing other records. Okay, I'll go back to my permissions page, press the three dots, press import, browse, and import. And these records have been added to the table. Now, importantly, Warren Bradley here will be able to give his preferences for all subjects in the planner grid that are tagged as faculty equals com. If you want to be absolutely certain, go back to Manage, Master Staff Table, find Warren Bradley down here, click Edit, Test User, OK. You'll now be logged into Warren's profile. And if you hover over the Planner menu here and select Planner Grid Classes, then we can see in Planner Grid Classes here that Warren has access to any class we've created in the Planner Grid where faculty equals com. And that's how you bulk assign permissions to tables like the Planner Grid.